you very much, Speaker. My question is for the Deputy Premier. 4 months ago, Liberal insiders and special interests coronated Ontario's Premier. At that time, Ontario's unemployment stood at 565,000 people. Fast forward to today, and sadly, you will know that Ontario's unemployment situation is even more dismal. Worse still, over the past 12 months, Ontario's government sector has grown by 48,000 people, but we haven't added one net new job to the Ontario economy. In fact, during this time, we've lost over 5,000 well-paying manufacturing jobs, which the Premier often refers to as a myth. Do you think it's right to force unemployed Ontario residents to pay for your political decision to move gas plants in Mississauga and Oakville to save a few Liberal jobs and buy the last provincial election?
Deputy Premier.
Speaker, the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Employment.
Sir, Economic Development, Trade and Employment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I know he might not say it in here, but I know outside of the legislature, the member opposite believes that we're on the right track in this province because the reality is, and he knows this, that last month alone we created 9,000 new manufacturing jobs in this province, and the member opposite knows as well that in the last few years since
Order. Thank you.
So not only 9,000 new manufacturing jobs last month alone created in this province, but we're on the right track because we've created over 400,000 new jobs since the bottom of the recession. We've brought back, Mr. Speaker, all of the jobs that were lost and 50% more. And you compare that with other jurisdictions like the United States that has only brought back 70% of their jobs. We're doing better than the United States. We're doing better than the Great Lakes states around us as well.
That's great.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, clearly, Minister, you need to get out of Queen's Park more. That's right. Speaker, back to the Deputy Premier. Sadly, the numbers in London are even more devastating. The unemployment rate in London soared from a dismal 8.6% in January to a devastating 9.9% last month, giving London the highest big city unemployment rate in the country for the second month in a row. In Windsor, the unemployment rate is now at 9.2%. Minister, the stats don't lie. Job creators in southwestern Ontario no longer have confidence in your Liberal government's ability to help create jobs and grow our economy. With 1 in 10 London residents unemployed, do you think it's right to ask unemployed Londoners to pay for your political decision to move the Oakville and Mississauga power plants and buy Liberal seats in the last election?
Well, Mr. Speaker, again, I know just how difficult it was for the member opposite to actually express that question, because he knows as well as I do that the reason we created the Southwestern Ontario Development Fund was to address important issues like this. And I hate to embarrass him, but I got to bring up again the first project that was funded, in fact, by the Southwestern Ontario Development Fund, a fund that the members and the official opposition voted against, was in your riding. I'm sorry, it was in your riding. It was in Lambton-Kent-Middlesex, and I'm so proud that Lambton-Conveyor, with support from the Ontario government through this very fund, is not only doubling its workforce,
wow,
but it is contributing to an important local economy, and I know the member opposite in his heart of hearts agrees with me.
Answer, thank you. The member from Timiskaming, Cochrane.
Thank you, Speaker.